Hello and welcome back to Battle for Prototech. And I know I mentioned it a little bit last time around. We're going to build some kind of recharge station, but we didn't get to it. So let's just get to it today. Let's get started. Alright, so the last episode we said we're going to do a recharge station, and then we ended up doing solar panels on the large ship, which technically isn't what we were planning to do. We do need to make a recharge station, and I was thinking of making a recharge station a little bit away from the station here, but not too far. But I still want to connect it to it as well. I mean, technically I could just build it off of this. That wouldn't be a big problem. This is just a mesh of several stations, so we could do it that way or not. I don't know. I kind of want to build it outside of it, so like back here if anything, but we still need to connect it somehow as well eventually, whether that be it with like several pistons or whatever the case may be. That's possible, but for now I do need to kind of get connected first. So we don't necessarily need an exact like building block and everything like that, so we could do a little bit of a scaffolding if anything. Just gonna throw a scaffolding like this for now and try to get as far as I can. All right, maybe full blocks would be a little bit better because it'd be easier to build. Didn't realize how hard it is to build with scaffolding because I have to aim at it specifically, especially looking straight at it. So I'm thinking roughly around here. But how many pistons is that going to require us to get back to connection point, which could get connected right into this right over here. So that is about 1, 2, 3, 4th block down for the piston to work, if anything. So we'll worry about that a little bit later. Yeah, piston to connect there would be probably the best bet if you ever want to get connected again. All right, so the idea here is going to be a bit of a black box. And what I mean by that is kind of building out this whole entire thing to be kind of a safety box or a safety room or a safe room to protect necessary things such as the refinery that we got recently and not have it get destroyed very easily if we get attacked at the station, which it would probably not really happen, but there's a chance that it could happen. So what I'm going to do here is going to put heavy armor blocks on the outside. Now, how big of a station we're going to build is a big question on its own. I mean, more or less, we need in the inside at least 4 empty spaces. Well, 3 technically. Maybe I'll do 5. 5 empty spaces inside of the station. But we're going to have to calculate how that's going to work. So the idea here was going to be 2 layers of heavy armor blocks, and hopefully we have enough metal grids for this, which I think I should just queue up a big production of metal grids because we're definitely going to need that. And I've also been thinking about it too. Should we make the large ship all heavy armor on the outside to be super protected? Probably, but that's going to be a really, really heavy ship. So I don't know how that's going to work. I'm probably going to need a lot of thrusters. Okay, so this black box, let's see here. Let me build the inside first. So we could build it. We set the 4th block down. So 1, 2, 3, and 4th right here would be the connector, I believe, right? The 1, 2. So from the scaffolding 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one down. Right, 1, 2, 3. 4th one down. So that's where our piston is gonna be. So basically we build around that if anything. So it'll be something like this if anything. Okay, so we could work off of that where either this is the floor level or one more, we go one more for the floor level like that. So if this is the floor level, our top will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here will be the roof or encasing in this case. So the inside definitely we have 4 blocks height or 5 blocks height. So we enclose it right over here. So we'll start with a brick first, and then we'll design out a little bit later. How big of a brick do we want to make this, or square? Let's see. So we get 7 up and down. If we do a cube, it'll be like this basically. Not a lot of space if we did do it this way, but maybe we stretch it out a little bit more than that. Okay, so the inside we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we stretched it out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would that be enough for what we needed to do? Probably and probably not, because one, we need probably a room for batteries, maybe a reactor, some cargo containers and things like that. So potentially a block or square ain't gonna be enough, but you can see how that could work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be the other part of the cube. So would that be enough spacing? Doesn't really seem like it, so we might have to make this more into a rectangle. Which is fine. Still, a box is a box. Doesn't have to be square. But it definitely looks like we could use a little bit more either outwards or... Yeah, we could definitely use more kind of like wider or longer. Either one. Right? Because right over here, even if we put the cargo container right here, it just takes up this whole spot right here too. But we don't need much here, so I don't know. Maybe we just make it just a tiny bit longer. I believe that should perfectly fine. Also, it's not like we can't build up or edit it later down the line anyway, so there's also that. But I think if we did 7 across, we could do a little bit more. We could do 8, 9, 10. 11 no 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10 11 12 13 and then we can close it on the 15th here. All right, so another reason why we're doing this also is not just to protect everything, we're also killing time because the unidentified signals are resetting soon. I am definitely not going to go 10,000 kilometers at the moment, so we're gonna leave that one alone and hope that resets soon. But this one's resetting. Hopefully we get a closer one, and then we can start heading over to deal with that when we get the chance. But yep, here we go. Heavy armor box, rectangular thing. Got some gates going on, but that's not it. We still got more to deal with. As this is just the brick itself, we will adjust it a little bit later down the line to make it look good. But the reason why I did this initially is because we're gonna do some kind of weird thing that I wanted to try, and that's either using maybe scaffolding, maybe beam blocks, but I'm thinking more scaffolding than anything. We're gonna surround it with scaffoldings all across the outside, and then we do another layer of heavy armor block. That's how protected we want this thing to be. Is it ridiculous? Obviously, but we're gonna do it for fun anyways. Right, so we're gonna surround it. Yeah, let's just do it with the scaffolding. And we're gonna do scaffolding. I guess we could do it this way. Not a big deal. Whichever way we do it. We could go as far as even using these scaffolding blocks. Walkable ones too. I don't know if I want to do that though, but it does add some more protection that way too. So we could do it. I don't see kind of like why not. So we'll just add them kind of like this along the way throughout the whole entire infrastructure. All right, so yeah, as we're building it, and this might be a little bit overboard. But we're doing it anyways. Okay, so we got the accordion shape of everything here. Each spot you could kind of walk through it too, which is kind of interesting in some ways, but yeah. So then the rest of it is going to be surrounded by another layer of heavy armor blocks as well. Right here is the gate, so we're going to cover up the gate a little bit here with heavy armor blocks instead of just putting on the scaffolding. And we could even cover it up to here if we wanted to. Which we probably should. And this becomes a weak spot unless we throw in another door, which probably should have just added. Yeah, I guess we do. Double door right here. We do need to add another gate right in here if we can. Double door system right there. Same for here. And again, we'll design it out a little bit better eventually. We just start with the brick and then we'll kind of design it a little bit better later down the line. So 2 entrances. We got this way and that way. I don't know if building repair could reach here. I think it should be able to. We'll let that work itself out. So now we layer it one more time with some heavy armor blocks. Now, I don't know what I should put in between here for now. I mean, we could just do corner blocks, but let's just focus on surrounding it first, which is going to be a pain in the butt, but we're going to do it anyways. And in actuality, we should have put the gate a little bit on the outside because we do have that one extra layer over here anyways. But that is fine. I mean, it's good to have a little bit of a lip there as well so we can get in when necessary. Or to stand on if we're going to do a... Well, we could probably do a gravity gen if anything. So this is the entrance. Nice little pathway here. And goes to the other side. Perfect. So no ships are going to go in there for sure. Alright, we're almost done with the box. Realized I should have left a hole here though, because I'm gonna throw in the refinery. So I'm gonna have to put in a bit of a spot for that. So the refinery was 2 blocks wide. And I think 3 long or 4 long. So we could have put on any corner or whatever the case may be. Yeah, it's a little small of a block box, but it should be more than enough space. So we throw it on kind of like on this side here, and then on this side for the assembler. It could kind of work out. It is a bit tight in here though, I gotta say. Should have made it a little bit on the wider side, I guess. We also need to put in maybe a small cargo container. Yeah, I think we do a small cargo container because, well, we need it mainly to house the Prototech items. Because I don't need it to be... We don't need a large cargo container for all the Prototech items, do we? Because all the Prototech items, I don't think it takes too much space anyway. So here's all our Prototech items. Actually, it should be all in here. Is that all of it? Yeah, it looks like it. Right, so it doesn't seem to have too much stuff anyway, so not going to worry about that. So yeah, that's the idea. We have it completely covered. We have the walkways and everything like that here still, so I don't know what to do with it just yet. Do I cover it up? Probably. So we have that going. A good chunk of it could just be batteries as well, so we can always dock in. Speaking of which, we gotta punch a few holes so we get some docking as well on there. So it's probably gonna be on one on the opposite side over there for docking, or even up here. And we could throw in a whole bunch of solar panels as well if we need to. So that is basically our build there for our little bit of a black box, or something to protect everything that we can in there. So let's see here. Maybe, yeah, I think we should be able to put in a small cargo container or 2 inside. I don't know exactly where just yet, but we also need the pistons here too to come out and connect into the connector over there. A good protected spot would probably be like right here, if anything. So we could throw a few of them in here if we need to. I'm just gonna throw in the first one here. So we have that. And we're gonna put in a piston. We could do... We have the square pistons, right? Yes. We haven't used this block yet for some reason. So we could probably throw in this one here. And hopefully that doesn't cause any issues. And... basically a curve block here. I'm not sure exactly how many pistons we're gonna need here, but I hope this could come out without any issues. Yeah, we're looking okay. So bring that out this way. And we probably need several of these things coming out this way. We'll just throw on a few first and see how far we get. Get attached to the connector there. I feel like we could, if we're not going to connect, well, I feel like if we're going to leave it like this, it looks terrible, but I mean, there's one way to fix that up, and that is with like a weird accordion style type of system where there's a hinge on that side to kind of loop it down this way, loop it down this way, loop it down this way in a Z pattern. And then when we extend it, we just kind of like bring it out into a straight line. I think that's just like going too far with it. I don't think it's going to be necessary. So let's just stick with this, I guess, for now. As we may or not have enough already. I mean, it's not that bad. It doesn't stick out too much, but it's just an option to have something to detach, or no, to... just an option to have something extended and not extend. So it looks pretty interesting in that case, but definitely not even necessary there. I think 1 or 2 is going to be more than enough. This last one might not reach it. So we might need a little bit of helping hand. Actually, that might do it. Would it? No, I don't think so. It's off by a little bit. Nope. It actually will be pretty good. All right. Right there. Wherever that stopped, 8.9 or 8.8 will be our max distance. Okay, so problem. Did I connect this wrong? Yes, I did. How did I connect it like that? I have no idea. All right, there we go. So here is where we can lock in, and we could get rid of that scaffolding, but we'll leave it for the time being. I mean, honestly, we could just use it as a actual walkway, if anything, if we want to move from one station to the other. But I don't think that's happening anytime soon, so we'll leave it as that. We should really put the refinery in there, but of course we enclosed it and we can't get to it. And here's the refinery that's actually sitting here. It should be fine because, as I mentioned, we're not going to bring Jumper to battle anyway, so we should be okay. We should definitely move the gates. A gate there and another gate on this side. Or, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could do triple gates. Totally unnecessary. So we are looking good. It looks like we got everything welded up. That's actually pretty good. I think we missed one side of heavy armor blocks. We should have some time to do this quickly as well. Alright, there we go. So actually, you know what? This was the perfect side to not complete this, so we could throw in the refinery. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. We're not gonna throw in the refinery now. We should, but we're not, which is probably gonna be a bad idea, but I'm okay with that for the time being. Alright, we're gonna go in here and kind of empty out what we can empty out if we need to, because we don't need a lot of things on here. Okay, so we pretty much emptied out our ship, Big Blue and Jumper. And of course we kept some stuff in terms of the ammo and everything like that up here. And the bottles and things like that. So all rockets we should add up here if anything. And the other ammo we should have in here too. Like the gallon ammo. We could throw in some hacking material in here as well. Although we do have one on the jumper, so we should be okay. Any independent rifles we want to put on here, we could. So let's just throw it in here. Okay, I think we're good. There's still some shells that we could just kind of move around as well. I think we're good. So we also did add in the one of the cargos in jumper to have a little bit of material, nothing too crazy. Almost 1,000 of each main item, so that's what's here, and a little bit of ingot as well, since we do have a assembler on there too. We got a little bit of uranium going, so we're all pretty set there. Looks like our hydrogen is kind of low for some reason. Is it because we're connected? I hope that's not the case. I think I know why. Our hydro tanks are most of them are on stockpile, so that's the problem. I made the base ones on stockpile at one point in time by accident. Well, I did it on purpose so I could suck out that one solo hydrogen tank system, but it kind of messed up everything because it did grab everything else. So once these get sucked out, we should be good to go. So these tanks more or less is both Big Blue and also the jumpers. All right, perfect. So all this can now be off, and it looks like we got about 60%, nope, 56% of hydrogen. That's not good. Definitely not good. I mean, it's gonna get us somewhere because we have a lot of hydrogen tanks, so that's why it's up to that point. But all our tanks should be around 50s. Yeah. So that's good. That will last us some time anyway. Oh, I could have crashed into the new box over there. Okay, so we could wait 16 minutes for the new one to spawn, or we just start heading over to the 4818 distance one. So we could do this. Too bad I can't rename it. I mean, can we do new and then copy the signal information? Copy the clipboard. Does that work? No, that's not gonna work because we already have it on there. So I'm trying to... Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to kind of paste it on my own somehow. But I needed to change the name so I could tell which was which. So I could just fly there. Oh, I did have it here. Okay, that works. Perfect. Mission P1. I'm gonna call it P1 for primary one. So that is the same distance as this one here. We'll make it show on HUD if we need to. And we'll just make it red. There. So then that way, at least, if we are gonna go to it, then we can make it easier by hitting the jump drive button now. And head over there. So it is pretty much near, what is that? Titan? I think that's Titan. Near the alien planet. Okay. So our jump drives could probably get us pretty far. We're still missing some on here as well. So that stinks. 3621 versus the 4818. So about 1197 will be our first jump. So that's 1197 would be roughly 32%. Let's just say 35% in this case. So we could get a quick charge up and then go the full distance later. Well, we could even go 40%. That's not a big deal. All right, ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Jump. Been a bit of a blind jump, but should be okay. Okay, so the remaining distance is going to be the 1198 in this case. And that's going to be an easy jump. All right, so are they all charging up? Yes, they are. And shoot. We made the full jump somehow instead of reducing it. I guess we didn't do it correctly. Shoot. So basically what I just did there was a full jump, not a 40% jump. So that was a bit of a fail. All right, we are set to jump. So we're gonna not target exactly where it is, but kind of close to it. Get our jump drives once again. 1161 is where we're planning to go, and we're a little bit aiming away from it anyway, so we could do kind of exact or even a little bit more than it's supposed to be. But we are going, what's 32%? All right, that's fine. 32% jump, line jump. We'll go right over here. Let's slow down. Get jumping. We are 5 kilometers away from the point here, and that planet or moon looks crazy. Lots of ice lakes right there. Okay, so we're not, it's not planetary or moon, so that's a good sign. But what is this? Another asteroid looking like base. Why do we keep running into these type of things? Is there no other forms of Prototech or Factorum bases? I mean, we've only seen the warship, the bio one with the exploding green stuff, and then the outpost, which this may or may not be the outpost. We're gonna slow down here because we need to back off of, well, not back off, break off of the jumper. So let's just do this. All right, we're just gonna unlock. And jumper, you'll stay here. We're not in gravity. Yeah, we're not in gravity, so we should be okay. I'll see you a little bit later. And away we go. Okay, we do have our artilleries and weaponry on, but only at the 8mm distance, or 8-meter distance. Why did I say millimeters? 8-meter distance. We don't have AI behavior on because I don't want to shoot rocks. Or kick rocks in that case, right? So, is that a platform? That may be a platform. It looks like a platform. So, we gotta be careful. We are in close distance now. Let's turn that off. So, there's stuff inside there that it's aiming for. This is the outpost. Yep, this is an outpost. That's the back end. What is that over there? That should be an antenna of some sort. And we're gonna do a flyby into the front very soon. That's the front right there. So that is what we're gonna aim for, and we are very, very close. So we could aim for that. Okay, then should aim for the front right here, right there. Please aim for that. Oof. All right, there we go. Okay, what are we aiming for? What happened to our turrets? You should be aiming for weapons. I think it's trying to aim for the warheads that were in there. Ooh, almost got to stop. Okay, we are looking pretty good. We're at the front door. And of course, we're dealing with the same things over and over again, which is basically my life here. All right, so fill up on oxygen. Let's head in. Let's just get the antenna out. Yep, this is the outpost once again. We'll just remove that as precautionary. And we usually go in from here. And we claim it this way. That's ours. We could do that Mission Impossible thing again, as we always do, by going into this little bit here. Get rid of the warhead. Get that alarm going. Got the turret right over here that we gotta be careful of. And I messed that up really bad. Okay, so we just gotta grab a grinder from here. Really all we need. So now that turret's probably facing us now, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult to get to, if anything. Well, let's see. Wait, that's not my body. Right here. This is where I needed to be. Nope. Yep, that's just facing us, so we need to do this a little bit better and faster because we are running out of time as well. We get to attack it from this end here if the door opens. And it doesn't look like it's gonna open. So we just do this instead. Sneak in here. Ooh. Okay, just jump right in. Get it from the rear. Alright, that's done. Okay. That was a bit of a fail. But it's okay. We recovered. We got 3 minutes left anyway, so we are in good shape. Ow. We go down here. If we can go down. Come on, get down. And we take out this one. Done. We are disarmed. Perfect. Okay. So there's a reactor here. Which, right, that's fine. Yeah, I was thinking that we should recover the uranium so we can utilize it, but it's fine. All right, there we go. So we need this back, if anything. We need the other one back as well. There we go. Okay, so what do we have? We have a small jump drive and another one of these refineries. Great. So we still need Prototech cooling units to get this thing going, but also last time I was doing this, my inventory was full. So that's why it kind of screwed me over too, because I was trying to grind down the materials, but of course didn't have any. So, or didn't have any room for materials. So were we low enough to the functional part of it or the hack piece of it? I don't know. I don't think we were. We could have been close, if anything. So I'm going to try it again. I don't know if I have a regular welder or a weaker welder. I'm gonna slowly dwindle this down a bit. Okay, so is that below the hack line? It doesn't look like it is. And I think the next, well, yeah, the next grind is probably supposed to take the 18 out of 20 large steel tubes, but it might also take the Prototech cooling units, which that's the problem. I don't want it to do that. Did that work? Oh, that did work. It's ours now. Okay. So we totally screwed up last time, obviously, if that's the case. So now we have a working refinery. So that works out. Now, the other problem is, where are we going to put this one versus the previous one? So where can we put it? I think we could slap it on the back of Big Blue because there's a big empty space there. And that's just to bring it back home. But would be useful to have two. One on Big Blue or the jumper and one back at home. So that could be a good possibility because we could refine stuff on the go at the same time. Then we don't have to wait for it to be back at base, if anything. So there's also that. All right, let's go outside. Where is the jumper? You're over there. You're way over there. I thought you were a lot closer, but you're not. So I'll just fly you manually. So we're actually on the underbelly of everything. I'm just gonna flip this over a little bit. Actually, no. That is the right side up, right? Why am I so confused? No, that wasn't the right side up. All right. Cool. So we're going this way. This thing is super light now. Because we usually like pack it up with a lot of stuff. Yes. Only 1 million or 1.5 kilograms of stuff in here. So that's not bad at all. But it's going to fill up quickly right this moment as we gather this base here. And the unidentified signal for the next one is super far. 11581. Okay, I think we're set here. We'll see what we want to do in terms of the other refinery. So we totally messed this one up. But so we could keep it or we could dismantle it for the parts. But we still got to find a way to slap on a new one, or we just throw this one onto Big Blue for now. And Big Blue could use it right back here in this vicinity. Why is the wheels built here? I did realize that eventually. Like, why was there some wheels there? Because it's supposed to be just the suspension for the look of it, and not have that whole bits of it. All right, so I think building repair just did grab it. Okay, so we could throw it back here. It is what, 4? Did we say 4 or 3 wide? If it's 3 wide, then it'll be great. 4 wide would be a little bit annoying. It is 4 wide. So it would not look that great if we throw it on there. It's okay. 4 lengthly going this way will look terrible, but up and down will look good because one side could be just the conveyor. So definitely here we take out. Ooh, okay, so it's not that great because we have the hydrogen tanks here. We could cover up with some blocks instead first and then throw in the rest, but we'll be all right. Okay, so to release it, we need to go from here. We'll just get rid of this and this. And then we can go detach mode to unlock it, which is part of the advanced welding mod. Okay, let me go check on some things really quick. The refinery is... okay, it's fine. It is sitting pretty and not the grinding color. Okay, so we're going to attach to it first. I think that's probably the better idea, right? With the mag plates. Okay, I think we're in. We are connected. Okay, so detach mode. Looks like we're able to find some Prototech cooling units because we're 5 out of 5 now. And 7 out of 10 for the Prototech machinery. So that's where we screwed up. Jeez, that means I could have recovered it without any issues. Potentially. But because we messed that up, it is what it is. Okay. So I got the goods. And we're going to put this back here somehow. We might have to attach it again to kind of see exactly how we're going to do this. Ooh, am I burning it down? I hope that's not the case, but it sounded like it was. Alright, so that's the back side of things. Ooh, yes, I may have been trying to kind of burn it down. So we want to attach the bottom half here onto there. So we could do... We can grab from here. I hope I didn't toast it just now. I hope not, for sure. That would have really been bad. Alright, we're gonna have to do this upside down because I'm gonna grab it in a really odd spot or way. Alright, that's in. Alright, I am gonna check on that thing because I think I just melted it down with that thruster down here. And no, we're okay for now. I may or may not have lost some panels though, or whatever it is. Alright, we're gonna go a little bit upside down because we were planning to input it in here. Kind of this way. Okay, so I'm gonna hopefully get squared away. Throw it, nope, like this. We may need some welding plates or pads. Oh, I went too far. Where am I going? Ooh. Alright, we are way too close here, but it should be okay. Welding pad there, welding pad here. Get that connected. I got a little bit of distance there, but we'll get in. Okay, perfect. That's in. That's exactly where we want it for the time being. We're gonna move it, or try to get it fixed up first, and then we'll get it moved. But technically, we should be adding that there. There you go. So we just need 3 machinery, and we'll get that fixed up as a refinery that we could keep at base. But for now, we're gonna grab the other one with this bad boy, and we're gonna situate it onto the jumper as we did previously. So not too bad in this case. Now we can refine things super quick, which would be awesome. It looks like the hole has still not opened up yet. So this is out here. Is it kind of floating a bit? It's floating. Yes. Do we want this here? If we do, we could build a fairly rudimentary ship with it. I don't see like why we would need one, but it'd be nice. Like we could attach like a saddle and everything like that on it as well, so that'll be fun to do. So not the compact one, because the compact one is a little too small. So how big is this thing? Ooh, this thing is 1, 2, 3 blocks wide. Are these extra stuff? Yeah, these are half blocks, so it's really 3 blocks wide, and that's the extra stuff on there. You know what we haven't even used? This one. The flush cockpit. That's like a fun little cockpit to have. And wow, that looks crazy if we were to attach it like that. But then we don't have any space for the side thrusting and everything like that too. I mean, we could add that there. The only thing is that we're not gonna have any connection points or whatsoever. We could kind of do it kind of halfway this way. Kind of like right here, if anything, and throw in a connector in the bottom right there. But we're gonna need power, so we're gonna have to add one or two of these guys here. So if we really want to do it, let's see. It's just more or less, I could just build a ship out of it and that's it. It's not going to be much at all. I mean, we can make it into a fighting drone-like thing. But it seems like a waste to do a drone with this there. We could make it a rocket launching ship to pinpoint certain things. We could do that too. So if that's the case, I'm probably just going to add the batteries here as well. So I'm not sure how I want to add the batteries though. So either we sandwich 2 batteries here or we build it the long way like this. I don't want it too long, but what choices do we really have? Because we still need to put in other thrusters as well, like the backwards, forwards. No, backwards, side, up, and down. If I add one here and one here, just sandwich it there for now. Should be okay. It's a good start. And then we throw in this guy here. So either we go up one or not. So up one would probably look a little bit bad, but it's okay. If I add it directly here, it wouldn't be terrible either. But what other choices we have? We got the cab cockpit. That looks cool too, but probably not gonna go with that. Let's just use this one. Again, do we do it up? Well, we can't put it up there. I just want. Do we put it up by 1? Because there's gonna be a connector underneath it. Or who cares? We just throw a connector from here anyways. Well, that can always change. The point of this is add the inset connector down here, if anything. So the inset connector for small has a small port, so that's perfect. So if anything, we can add the rockets and such. All right, that looks okay. So again, yeah, if I lift it up a little bit more, then we can redesign it better. But I mean, more or less, I did this just to claim the unit itself. Okay, I kind of feel like we should make it a little bit higher. I kind of don't know if I want to use this connector though. I don't know if I want to use this. This one looks a little more flush. Because then only the little circular thing peeks out. This is like a huge block that's peeking out. So I think in this case, we're going to use this one here. And we'll sit that seat right there. And of course, this thing is more or less going to be ion thrusters. So this works out because then we could throw in 1 or 2 ion thrusters right underneath it from here. And then up here could be like the rocket, or right here's the rocket. If anything. It definitely ain't gonna be a reloadable rocket because that's not gonna work. We're gonna have to manually add it in. So that sucks actually. Probably better to have the reloadable rocket sitting in between and sandwiched in there. Maybe we do that. So we get rid of this. Get the reloadable rocket instead. Because I don't want to reload the individual rockets this way. That's always a pain in the butt. So let's throw in a reloadable rocket. I want to make sure we get the right way round. So the hole should be where the rocket shoots out of. Right? I hope so. Okay, so we have it this way instead. Now, is that a little too tall? Probably, which is fine. Because we also have to throw in more thrusters anyways, so side thrusters are the most painful thing to put on. Alright, this is gonna look this is looking a little odd already, so we gotta change up eventually, but it's gonna be okay as it stands for now, I guess. Alright, that's it. And then we have a little bit of a flyer here. Nothing of insane look. Ooh, that thing goes fast. That thing goes fast. Right, there's gotta be a better way to design this, but I don't know how at the moment. We should have put a battery. We should just made it fatter instead of long. So basically, we should have put batteries probably on this piece here instead. But this should be fine. All right, so we got that rudimentary thing running. We still gotta open up the rest. Oh, we didn't paint this thing. We didn't tell anything to remove this, actually. That's our problem. Okay, we'll back this up a little bit. Big blue needs to be backed up as well. It doesn't need to be right here. All right, big blue, chill here for a sec. While I go grab the functional. While I grab the functional refinery. Okay, grab that there. This thing is looking, ooh, a little weird. So much power. It's gonna run the battery dry in no time. It says 7 minutes left when I push this thing forward. There's no way of controlling this thing. It's just not gonna work. Look at this. No precision whatsoever going forward. I thought I was a lot closer, but we are not close at all. So anyway, we're gonna right here as the connector. And we're gonna attempt to put this thing on top of that connection. Whatever this thing is. Ooh, that's too much. Okay, connector. Alright, switch lock this once we get in. Okay, turn off hydrogen. Oh, turn off the thrusters so we don't have to waste the batteries on that and deal with it. There's a bit of a mining ship kind of coming our way, but not really. Actually, it's going further away, so we should be fine. Okay, we'll grab this here. Ever so gently. Ooh. How did that happen? How did I build it like that? Jeez. It wasn't even part of the grid. Alright, we have a problem because this thing is kind of moving away here. So we're gonna have to do this quick. Alright, we grabbed it. We may have bumped it a little bit, but it should be still functional. I hope. Grab this outside. And once we're outside, we could just remove all the excess things. Okay, so it's looking okay. Not much in terms of damages, but we're gonna back it up some more. There you go. All right, so we can get rid of all this randomness here. So I don't know how I built a grid that wasn't touching anything, but it wasn't touching anything. We need to grab the front of the thing, but I'm gonna grab on the higher side, on the lower side actually, so that we don't burn down anything of this thing. So what I mean is try to line this up almost exactly. That iron thruster doesn't mess with it too much. Alright, so I think this is... Alright, we're in. Alright, perfect. Precious cargo once again. Deja vu? Deja vu. It's the same look as we had before. And, oh, I almost crashed into that. And I guess we harmed our ship for some reason. Alright, so you, sir, are gonna sit right in here like you're supposed to. Something's burning. I moved a little too far. Great. So it should be basically like that. And I think we moved it a little bit more too. That's getting burned down. That's why. All right, so we got to do this quickly. Okay. You get a mag pad or weld pad. You get a weld pad. Why did I say mag? Welding pads or weld pads. Okay. Now we line this up. And hope we don't clank out. There we go. Just detach off of that. And we now have a working refinery. Okay, now I could always damage this by using these thrusters incorrectly. So I gotta be careful of that. Should probably put this thing elsewhere, to be honest. Yeah, that's super, super close to the to the refinery. It's kind of above it anyways, too, so we should be okay. All right, we turn that off. So we're on the safe side. Perfect. Okay. Nice. So, moment of truth. We throw these back on, which I had the reinforced ones previously, but I'm okay with not having that. Well, we must well. Okay, so C tubes there. C tube there. And we're good to go. And if we really, really wanted to, add this random old block here just to cover it up. Like so. Alright, we have the refinery on hand. A working refinery. So that is awesome. We can turn this on. I mean, we don't have any ores, I don't believe, do we? No. We have nothing, so it doesn't really matter at this point. But we are set. We extracted the whole entire base too, so that's good. Building repair is still going a little nutty or something. It's trying to build stuff like thruster components and such, which I don't think we have the mats for. We don't have gold. Yeah, no gold. I mean, the only thing that has gold would be thruster components itself and maybe some superconductors. Do we have any superconductors? We do have superconductors. Did we get our jump drive fixed? The jump drive's on Big Blue, so don't know if that was perfect or not, but we're making more thruster components, which I don't think we need anymore. You stop. So building repair is still going crazy because we're missing the... Yeah, it's the stinking refinery. So we don't have anything for that. So not much we can do about it, which is fine. Time to connect into Big Blue here and the jumper. All right, why am I doing it this way? We also have a remote control. So let's see. Control this thing. Oop, I'm controlling jumper. So, ooh, everything got flipped over? No? What's going on? Control Big Blue. Alright, so that's confusing. So what's going on? Oh, how did that? The piston is maxed out. I must have messed something up here. So it should be that maxed out. Anyways. Big Blue is the further one. Huh? I'm controlling... Wait, both of them are Big Blue? Why? That shouldn't be. But sure. I mean, as long as we can connect to one anyway, so that's fine. Alright, that's in. That's in. I gotta figure out this piston here. What's the name of this piston? Piston connector. That's not what we want. Piston connector jumper. UPB. So this one should have been a maximum distance somewhere. I don't know what the max is. But that could have been why we had issues with it and it was been blowing up. I think that might be the case. Is there a control here? Yes. So it's at 7.3, so 7.1 or 2 should be more than fine. Yep. And we can lock in. Hopefully, we don't get any clang. Yeah, we're good. It's funny how we had clang when we did the connection first and then the merge blocks. But yeah. Did we finish up the jump drive that was over here? I don't think so, but... Let's see. It's in this little cubby hole. Oh, it's done. It is done. Alright. Cool. So we got some, I guess, gold or superconductors from this base here. Can I race against time to get that unknown signal in 20 seconds? Don't know why I'm doing that, but... Let's see. 15 seconds left. 10. Oh, 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Wow. What timing was that? Did not work out whatsoever. Alright, so the unidentified signals, both of them are 11,000 kilometers away. That's insane. There's no way I'm going to be going for those. How far is that GPS pointer for the drone facility? It is 5,000 kilometers away. That's just as bad. Alright, do we have any useful things to disassemble so we could start building more things? Well, we don't need it actually. We got a lot of gold, I think, from the base itself, the Prototech base or Factorum base. Yeah, we got a decent amount of stuff here, so that's not bad. All right, jumping home is gonna be a pain in the butt. So space station is 4818 away, which again is kind of calculating the same thing as we were trying to do before with the jump drives. So in that case, we just want to travel 33%, let's just say. So that wouldn't kill too much of our power this time around, right? Hopefully that kind of works out the way I want it to work out. All right. Do we call it a day? Go home? I guess so. And then we got to figure out and finish. Ooh. Ouch. I'm going to break something like this. Hope we didn't break anything. But yeah, like I was saying, we're going to figure out a way. What is going on there? Oh. That thing's thruster is on. Okay, the little mini ship or mini cab I called it. The thrusters are on because they were made before. So all the thrusters right now should actually be off. There. Which is fine, not a big deal. Okay, so that's off. It's connected. Time to head home. I'm missing my mule ship. Why? Did I not connect it? I swore I connected it. Shoot. Okay, that was really stupid and ridiculous. I don't see it anywhere. That is insane. Did I connect it? Did I really forget to connect it? I hope I have a blueprint of it. Such a useful ship and completely gone. All right, so if anything, I'm gonna rotate the ship a little bit to see if I can spot it. I hope it didn't fall down to the planet or the moon. Ah, is that it? Yep. Okay, I guess with a little bit of luck and scouting around, we were able to find it. So it didn't even get that far. It's about 7 away, but I still can't believe that actually happened. All right, let's not go too quickly here. All right, so how far did that go? That's quite the distance. It's traveling a little bit too. Yeah, it's flying. Yeah, not that fast. Less than 3 meters per second. So, all right, I'm glad we were able to find it. Perfect. That was ridiculous. It would have sucked to lost this ship, but I'm gonna blueprint it just in case. I think I already have it, but I'm going to blueprint it again just in case. So we can always rebuild it. Again, this is the business shipment ship repurposed, basically. So I kind of enjoy using this ship a lot. This one, it was part of ship evolution, and it's a useful tug ship, to be honest. All right, so let's get this thing stuck back here. I have no idea why it was not locked in. And now we're locked in and don't have to worry about it anymore. I hope. That's locked in. That's locked in. That's locked in. Check. All right. Luckily, we didn't decide to jump drive away because then we wouldn't be able to find it. But, yep. Leave no ship behind, in an essence. All right. Going home should be fairly easy. Yeah, unfortunately, these unidentified signals. I mean, we could make it if we lighten the ship up again. But it looks like it's all under this direction anyways, back home. So it's actually pretty close to home in a way. So we're heading this way. It should lighten, it'll lessen the kilometers for sure. But yeah, I mean, there's really no purpose when we go home just yet, maybe. Nope, we got to drop off the refineries. At least the working ones. So there's that. Okay, so jump drives, we have it set for a small jump for, I think, 40%. We'll get this blind jumping here done. And hopefully we recharge fairly quickly. Okay, now we're 3695 away. And we could jump again. That means... Oop. Yeah, we could jump again. So that means not all jump drives were utilized. Right. So now if we go max, we can only go 2,077. So either way, we still gotta wait for it to kind of recharge, right? Kind of, but not really. Yes, I don't know how well this is actually working out. Because it doesn't use portions of a jump drive. It uses up 1 or 2 full jump drives. Yeah, so if I'm gonna wait for the full distance, I still have to charge up fully to get there. That doesn't really work out, unfortunately. All right, we'll just do GPS pointer as the space station. That's fine. We got a few more minutes to charge up. I mean, we could use up the charges now and fly there, but I kind of don't want to do that. We're just gonna waste too much anyways. Well, we'll situate our inventory while we wait a little bit. All right, so moving all our inventory, we got a pretty decent score of stuff actually. So even some ingots and stuff like that worked out pretty well, as you see here. I mean, I try to get only 1,000 of each one anyway, so that's why we have so much. But 9k of iron, we didn't definitely get that, and 46 gravity cover. That's a lot of money to be made there. And everything else, we have so many tools now that we can just kind of get rid of as well. I'll probably get rid of the level 2 item stuff, but I feel like we could play around with the flare gun if we wanted to while we wait. Never really used it, to be honest. I don't know why I never used it, but we could play around with it for now. There. The sun is shining anyways, but we can throw it right there for fun. Oh, wow. Okay. Think what happens if I throw it in here? Imagine I do that and the whole thing goes kaboom. I hope that's not the case, because I'm gonna try it anyways. Oh, it causes a little bit of damage, okay. It makes a lot of noise. Oh, 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 oh. That's actually pretty funny. Just throwing it out here. Yeah, probably shouldn't be doing that. Not towards a reactor, at least. Alright, I think we are completely done with our jump drives. Nope, got 1 minute for a few other ones. Let's wait for that one quick minute, and then we should have full distance in traveling. Right, there we go. So once we are fully charged, looks like we got 35 kilometers distance, which doesn't really cover all the space. So we should have been flying forward. It's fine, whatever. All right, let's jump. Hopefully get there. And we should be transferring one of the refineries into that black box, or the safety box. Safety box, I guess. We should. Alright, we're not that far. Alright, so we made it pretty close. Yeah, we should really drop it off in the safety deposit box here. Not yet. At least the working one. Yeah. I'm gonna keep the non-working one for now. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm gonna keep the non-working one for now on Big Blue or the jumper and everything like that. I'm looking for the station that's behind us. Okay. I wanted to get to the station instead of the other piece there. I know I should really focus on one thing instead of doing two things at a time, which was building that safety deposit box and then jumping to a Factorum base. But it was pretty close, so kind of want to take care of that as quickly as possible and see if we get the assembler, because if we get the assembler, we get the refinery up and running. But still, once we get the assembler, we still have to fight Factorum for a lot more materials too, so there's always that. And hopefully we get skilled enough where we can grab the jump drive off of the warship. But it's a little annoying that we've been fighting the same ones over and over and over and over and over again. But there should be other global encounter types as well. All right, I don't know why I needed to flip this thing around the right way. But we also do have a small ship Prototech item, the ion thruster. So we could build a small ship, a proper small ship, because the one we have is a bit on the ridiculous side of things. To build it kind of like a mosquito, basically, because that's what it could be, because it's longer on the tail end, or it could be a hornet. Either one looks fine. All right, perfect. Crash right into it. Okay, we're locked in, and of course we could always purchase stuff. We have only 12 million space credits, which is not a lot. Oh, no uranium, so that's always fun. There's gold, but okay, no hydrogen as well, so that's terrible. Okay, might as well go inside. Acquisitions, 97 uranium. No, that's not something I'm gonna be doing. Some of these we could do for sure. Yep, that's fine. So whatever we have in Big Blue now, we just redeem. I don't think we have much though. I know we had 20 explosives, I think, coming from the warheads. Should have solar panels. What? We don't? There's no way. Okay. Fine with me. Do we have this much cobalt? Yes, we do. Small steel tubes for sure. Silver, I don't know if we have that much. Nope. Iron, we definitely do. Alright, that's cool. We didn't even come across anything to refine, technically. I mean, we could do this. That's a mill for silicon. I don't think we need more nickel than silicon, to be honest. So, let's get the nickel. And see how well this is gonna process. So the Prototech refinery is processing right here, and you'll see the difference in speed. Definitely much faster, as you see here. Probably start at the same time, and it's getting 500 more than the other. I mean, it is 550% more, but the yield is 200 too, so that's great. We have a 200 yield, but the speed is 130, so Prototech technology at your service. You must well just, you deal with it instead. Alright, so we're probably going to stay here for a little bit to kind of recharge up with your hydrogen. Our batteries are okay. We still have some uranium left. I think we have any more uranium now. We do. We still have some. But more or less we need the station to sell us some uranium as well. But that was a successful run. Hopefully the next two unidentified signals will be a lot closer. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, even to just say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.